Have you ever wondered what would happen if, instead of chasing your dream, you became someone your dream could no longer ignore? There comes a moment in life when you stop running after what you want and start rising toward it. Because the truth is, dreams do not belong to those who only wish for them. They belong to those who rise again and again until their dreams finally recognize them. You see, most people speak about their dreams as if they are waiting for permission. They talk about what they wish to do, what they hope to become, as if dreams will one day knock on their door and say, "Now is your time." But dreams don't recognize words. They recognize effort. They recognize consistency. They recognize discipline. The dream you hold is not deaf, it's selective. It hears only the language of action, not excuses. And this is where most people fall behind. They wish for greatness, but life-like comfort is their destiny. Every single day that you open your eyes, you are given a chance to rise, to build proof that you are serious about what you say you want. Discipline is not about perfection. It's about showing up even when the voice inside you whispers, "Rest a little more, stop a little earlier." No one will know, but you will know. And that's what matters. The dream won't see you when you only perform under applause. It will notice you when you work in silence, when you practice alone, when you choose progress over pleasure, consistency over convenience. That's when the dream begins to turn its head toward you. People often say they want success, but the truth is they only want the feeling of it, not the responsibility, because discipline feels heavy. It demands that you sacrifice comfort, distractions, and even relationships that no longer serve your direction. Discipline is not glamorous. It's quiet, repetitive, sometimes boring. But that's the soil where transformation grows. Every master, every achiever, every warrior of purpose has walked through this silence. They've understood that your dream is not something you chase. It's something you become. And becoming requires structure. It requires rhythm. You cannot rise by doing what feels good. You rise by doing what is necessary. Every small act of discipline, waking up early, training when your body says no, studying when your mind wants to rest. These are signals. They echo through time, telling your dream, "I'm not here by accident. I'm here with intention." Imagine your dream like a mountain. You can't shout from the bottom and expect an echo to come back as success. You climb, step by step. Each step is a repetition, a commitment, and a promise to yourself. And with every step, your legs burn, your breath shortens, but your character strengthens. That's discipline. The art of continuing when no one claps, the science of repetition without reward, the strength to do what must be done simply because you said you would. Sometimes people look at those who have achieved great things and say, "They're lucky." But luck is just the surface that hides years of disciplined preparation. Luck doesn't visit those who wait. It visits those who are ready. And readiness is built in the quiet corners of your day, in the unseen hours where effort meets focus. The dream doesn't recognize the talker. It recognizes the door. When you choose discipline, you begin to separate yourself from the average. Most people operate on mood. If they feel good, they act. If they feel tired, they pause. But those who rise until their dream recognizes them operate on principle, not emotion. They act not because they feel like it, but because they've made a promise to themselves. Discipline is the bridge between intention and achievement. Without it, your dreams remain distant ideas floating in your imagination. With it, those ideas begin to take shape, form, and substance. There will be days when you wake up tired, uninspired, even defeated. On those days, the easy thing to do is to stop. But the necessary thing to do is to continue, because your dream is watching. It's observing how you respond when things don't go your way. Do you stop or do you rise again? Every act of discipline in difficulty becomes a vote for your future self. You are teaching your dream that you can be trusted with it. Understand this: when you repeat an action long enough, it becomes identity. Discipline transforms from something you do into something you are. And when that happens, your dream no longer feels far away. It begins to recognize you, because you are no longer someone trying to achieve it. You have become the kind of person who deserves it. But here's the truth that few will tell you. Discipline will test your patience. It will test your faith. It will test how deeply you truly desire what you say you want. You will be tempted to take shortcuts, to look for easier paths, to compare your journey with others who seem ahead. But remember, comparison steals focus, and focus is the foundation of discipline. You can't build consistency by watching others. You build it by watching yourself. There's a quiet satisfaction that grows when you live in alignment with discipline. It's not loud or dramatic. It's a calm power, a silent confidence that whispers, "I am becoming." And that whisper is stronger than any shout of motivation, because it comes from your own experience. It comes from evidence. Your dream will never bow to your desires. It bows only to your dedication. You must prove through your actions that you are ready, day after day, hour after hour, until the repetition becomes transformation, and transformation becomes recognition. So, when the day feels long, when no one notices your progress, when the results are invisible, remind yourself this is the part where most people stop, but not you. You are not waiting for your dream to notice you. You are building the version of yourself it cannot ignore. Keep rising. Keep showing up. Keep shaping your life through quiet consistency. Because when you do one morning, your dream will look back at you, not with surprise, but with recognition. It will say, "I know who you are. You've earned this." Failure, a word so many try to avoid, yet it is the only true path that leads to mastery. When you walk toward your dream, you must understand something. Failure is not there to stop you, it's there to shape you. Every obstacle, every rejection, every closed door is not life saying, "You can't." It's life asking, "How much do you really want this?" Because dreams are not given, they are earned, and the currency is perseverance. Most people want success without scars. They want to climb the mountain, but they don't want to bleed. They want the view, but not the climb. But there is no such thing as a smooth path to greatness. The dream you hold in your heart will test you, not because it wants to break you, but because it wants to prepare you. The challenges that stand in your way are not punishment. They are refinement. They carve you into the version of yourself that is capable of holding what you desire. When you fall, don't rush to stand up immediately. Sit in that fall for a moment. Feel what it teaches you. There is wisdom in every wound if you are brave enough to look at it. Failure is not a signal to stop. It's a signal to adjust. It's a teacher that arrives dressed as disappointment. And if you can learn from it rather than run from it, you begin to grow stronger in places where you once were weak. The truth is, no one escapes failure. The only difference between those who succeed and those who don't is how they interpret it. Some see it as the end, others see it as the beginning. Those who rise understand that failure is not the opposite of success. It's a part of it. Every fall is a message. It tells you where your foundation wasn't solid, where your preparation was incomplete, where your focus wavered. Failure doesn't destroy your dream. It reveals what needs to be rebuilt. But the human mind resists this process. It wants comfort, validation, and safety. It whispers, maybe this isn't for you. Maybe it's time to give up. That voice will come, and you must learn to hear it without obeying it. Because every great transformation begins the moment you choose to keep going despite that voice. You rise not because it's easy, but because deep within you know there is no alternative. When you fall, people around you may laugh. Some will doubt you. Others will pity you. But those opinions are noise. They do not define your journey. The one who truly succeeds does not seek approval. They seek alignment with their purpose, with their truth. Failure teaches you that external validation is temporary, but inner growth is eternal. Every time you get back up, you are declaring to the world, I am not done yet. Think of the bamboo tree. For years after it's planted, nothing visible happens. You water it, you nurture it, and still, no sign of growth. It seems as if nothing is working. But beneath the surface, its roots are expanding, deepening, preparing to support something great. Then suddenly, in just a few weeks, it shoots up high, stronger than most trees around it. That is what failure does for you. It grows your roots before it shows your rise. When things go wrong, remember the universe is not against you. It is aligning circumstances to teach you resilience, patience, and clarity. Each setback forces you to refine your intention, to ask yourself, is this still worth it? If your answer is yes, then failure has already done its job. It has burned away your doubt and revealed your determination. There's a quiet strength that comes from surviving disappointment. It changes the tone of your spirit. You stop being afraid of what could go wrong because you've already seen it and survived. You realize that failure can wound you, but it cannot end you unless you let it. That realization gives birth to confidence, not arrogance, but calm certainty. The kind that says, whatever happens, I'll adapt, I'll learn, I'll rise. Sometimes life will bring you to your knees, not to humiliate you, but to teach you humility, to remind you that success is not a straight line. It's a dance between falling and rising, between losing and learning. When you understand this rhythm, you stop fearing the lows. You start respecting them because they give meaning to your highs. The greatest growth happens when you're uncomfortable, when you're uncertain, when you have every reason to give up and still you don't. That's when your dream begins to recognize you. It sees your endurance. It witnesses your persistence. It understands that you are not chasing it out of convenience. You are earning it through resilience. You must learn to see failure differently. When a door closes, maybe it's not rejection, it's redirection. Maybe the path you thought was meant for you was too small for the person you're becoming. Every failure removes what is unnecessary, sharpens your vision, and strengthens your spirit. If you ever feel like you've fallen too far to get back up, remember this: the deeper the fall, the the stronger the rise. The phoenix does not fear the ashes because it knows that the fire that burns it is the same fire that will help it fly again. Your failures are not the end of your story. They are the chapters that give your story its power. So don't run from failure. Welcome it. Study it. Let it polish the rough edges of your character, because each time you fall and stand again, your dream takes note. It begins to see the one thing that separates you from the rest, the refusal to quit. That is the moment your dream starts to whisper back to you, not with pity, but with recognition. It says, "You have proven yourself through fire. You have earned my attention. So rise, not once, but 1,000 times. Rise through the noise, through the doubt, through the darkness. Rise until your strength becomes your signature. Rise until your silence speaks louder than your words. Rise until your dream looks back, smiles, and says, 'I know you.' Because when that day comes, it will not be your dream that changed. It will be you who finally became worthy of being recognized."